Hi, it's Tom here again from TradersJournal.net. We're just going to have a quick look at the chart album and how that works and how you can use that to help you improve your trading. So we're here at the logged in homepage, which you will undoubtedly recognize by now. And we're just going to go to our chart album. So the chart album is basically an album full of charts. Every time you enter a trade into your trade diary, you get the option of putting a snapshot of your charts in the top left hand corner. You can copy and paste it, you can save it to your computer, upload it, however you want to do that is fine. If you're on an iPhone or something like that, you can take a screenshot and then upload it from the pictures, however it works for you. But what it does is it gives you this visual record, and as a technical trader, a visual record for me is massively important because that's where I get a lot of my cues to place trades. So this is a record of all of the different charts that I've put on there. I've experimented with two different types of charts. Some are as I place the trade, so they're set up, no idea how they end, and others are post-trade with the entry and exit mark. Jury's out in terms of which I personally find more useful. Some of them in Mike Belfori's One Good Trade, great book. He talks about going through the whole trade, looking at sort of entry and close. They use videos, I know, a lot to review their trades time and time again and learn the lessons. But I also think there's some value in terms of what does a trade look like when it sets up, and then what is the result. Not necessarily how does it move, but is it winner, loser? Does it look any different? 9 times out of 10, the setup looks the same. They're good setups. Some win, some lose. That's why we trade percentages rather than, or it doesn't look like it, so I won't take it. Anyway, in terms of this screen, we can select our, we can select it by strategy, so 15-minute Momo. So if I select that, select instruments, I'll leave that, so any instrument. Search, this is all of the charts that are currently on here for this strategy. Can select instrument, so I only want commodity. I don't think there are any commodity ones in here. No, but there are some commodity ones in there. So let's do that. Yeah, so there's some commodity ones in here. So you can look at those. Now, if I want to have a look at one in more detail, click on it. Bang, there it is. This is from my IG platform, which is a nice way of being able to take these charts, these pictures. So here's one. There you go. This is an example of one where I've got the entry, got the line where the entry is, and the arrow to say the entry. I've got the exit over here, line and the exit, and you'll see underneath. This is, if you can type whatever text you want into the notes section on your trade as you place it as well. That'll also show underneath this, and I'm just having added to this that it'll also show down here. It'll show the final P&L, so the closed P&L. So you'll be able to see, did it win, did it lose, how much did it make or lose, any notes you've got about the trade, and your picture. Now, one of the things I wanted to do when I kind of created this, I wanted a flick book. I wanted to be able to spend an evening sitting and going through all of the charts for the last week, the last month. I wanted spend a Sunday evening, for example, going through all the charts and having a look at. So one of the options that's in here is to actually go to that button, change the view. So we've actually got a sort of full screen view here. So let's change our strategy again. We'll go to that one. Look at all of those. So what that actually enables us to do is just to use this right and left and literally to flick through all of the charts. So you can have a lovely evening if you're a bit of a nerd like me. Now these are great. These are trading view charts, and they enable you to actually overlay these sort of trade setup windows. If you want to know more about trading view, go to the homepage and click here, Trading View, or click here, Trading View. Great website, free to use, good tools, and yeah, and open source, which is great for developers like us. So that's the chart album. You can also select here by date. So if you want a certain date range, if you want to look at last week's trades, for example, then we could say, right, let's look at everything we've done from the 13th to the 19th. There you go. So it's from the 13th to now. So there are all the trades we've placed since then, and there are the charts. And we can go through them one at a time, and we can learn what we didn't do well. And in this case, whoosh, what we did brilliantly. So there you go. So that's how the chart album works. It's a relatively simple feature, but as I said, for a bit of a chart geek like me, it's just an absolute must-have. In terms of personal development, particularly if you go to some of the other videos and the dashboard video and the reports video where we start to explore how you can use that data to improve your trading. In terms of this, if there are certain trading strategies or periods of time where your results are not in line with expectations, the strategy is not in line with expectations, better or worse, or your results aren't, or your profitability isn't, or your personal performance isn't, then this is a really interesting way, important way of being able to go find that strategy and say, right, for the last, for this month, is there anything on there? No. Helpful, good example. Let's try that. There you go. So for this month, I've been struggling. This strategy hasn't been quite right. I found it really difficult to hang on to trade. So what's gone on? This is a really great way of seeing it. It's all here, all the information. What do the setups look like? Where are the pain points? What did it finish like? Which ones did we win? Were there any notes on any of these that said, was tired this morning, took the trade in spite of news that the world was going to end, or whatever it is. Really, really useful tool. So it might seem simple, and it is a bit of an indulgence, but when I was designing this to help me with my trading, one of the things I thought was, God, I wish I could just instantly go through all of my charts for a certain strategy. Just rack them out, just have a look at them all and see them, without having to go back and find a date and scroll through and do that. This is it. This is that tool. So enjoy. I hope it helps you to become a more profitable trader. And any questions, as always, email me at tom@TradersJournal.net. Thanks.